Okay, welcome to the first video of me teaching about Rocket League. Today, this video is about the basic controls and getting started in Rocket League. So, if you just downloaded this game, I'm on PC. I plan use a DualShock 4, which is a PS4 controller. So, I'll be teaching the basic controls. So, first, go to Play, Training, Free Play. So, once it loads up, so I'm just going to tell you the basic controls. So R2 and L2 are your triggers. So R2 is going to make you go forward. So it's just the basic gas. L2 is going to make you go backwards, like so. Pretty simple. So steering is going to be your left joystick, which is that stick that, not the one on the right, but the left, which are like on the sides of your PS button, which is in the middle of your controller. So you're just going to use that to steer your wheels, and then combine this with either R2 or L2 to turn, to turn directions as you drive, just like so. Then L2 combined with steering is going to do that. And you can adjust, you can make minor adjustments, make lighter turns or sharper turns like so. And that's that. So for your buttons, you got square, triangle, circle, and X. So triangle is going to be switching from ball cam to car cam. So the indicator of which mode you're in is at the bottom left of your screen, which right now it says ball cam. Press triangle to toggle. So I'm in ball cam, which means I can see the ball at all times no matter where my car is turned. So if my car is turned behind, it'll still be looking at the ball. So even if the ball is hit, my camera will stay looking at the ball no matter where I am on the field. But if I switch to car cam, this story is different because now I can look anywhere on the field, but the ball will not always be seen unless I turn towards the ball. So this is ball cam. I can see the ball no matter what. Car cam, I can just see what my car sees, which is useful for getting boost, which is this right here, gives you boost. And there's also boost pads along on the field, which are these little ones that give you a little bit less boost. But all this will help your car be able to go forward at a higher speed, which is going to introduce you to the circle button, which is on the right hand side of all your four buttons. And when you press this, you're gonna boost forward, which is that spray that comes out of the back of your car, and this will speed your car up. And then there's a certain point when you speed up enough, you'll hit supersonic speed, which is when you see that pinkish purplish trail behind your car right there. So when you see that, you're going at maximum speed whenever that trail's behind your car. So that's how boosting works, and you pick boost up from these little pads or the big pads, which are located 2 on each side of the middle of the field, 1 here, 1 on the opposite side, then in each corner of the field. So that's boost. Then X is going to be your jump button. So you can jump once if you tap it once, and then twice if you tap it twice to go higher in the air. And then use your steer to change the angle of your car when you jump. So if you want to block the ball, turn it however you want to get the block, and like so. And then we got power slide, which is auto set on your square button. Although I would change it to your L1 button because will make it a lot easier for your thumb to hit the other 3 buttons. So by changing it to L1, this will grant you the ability to use the other 3 buttons without having to also hit square to power slide. And your left pointer only has one job right now, which is to reverse like this, go back with that left trigger. But by adding this button here now, you can power slide, which is going like this. So power sliding is when you can turn your car at a much sharper angle. So right here, say I want to, I'm attacking that goal right there, so, but I'm on this side of the ball. So if I want to get to the other side, if I don't power slide, it'll be a wide, long turn before I can touch the ball towards my goal. But if I use power slide, then I can easily turn a lot quicker. So say I'm trying to attack the goal behind me, or I'm trying to attack that goal right there, but I'm on this side of the ball. I'm going to hold down my L1 button, like so, and then I'll flip behind at a much higher speed. It'll be a much tighter turn, so now I can easily attack that goal. So that's how power sliding works, and I recommend binding it to your L1 or left bumper on your controller, whether you're on Xbox or PlayStation. So another button that I would recommend binding to your L1, which I'm not sure if it already is air roll. So air rolling is you'll probably see the pros use this a lot. It's not a basic mechanic, but it's something that the pros will use a lot, and it's pretty fancy looking. So a basic jump is going to be like that, but if you want to make it look a little fancier, you can add air rolls like that. So, and also maybe like to do more sophisticated touches on the ball, such as like air dribbling or dribbling in general, you might need that. And also one way for beginners could use this button, and I recommend binding it to L1, which I just said to bind to your power slide, but which is this where it's easier to turn. You can bind it to that, but I would recommend them both being on that button, because when you're on the ground you can use that power slide, but when you're in the air, that same button can be used for air roll. So it's basically using one button for two things, but they'll never really interact, because one's when you're in the air, one's when you're on a surface. So a way to use this is when you're going up a wall. Say you come off the wall like this and you just land like that. That's not a smooth way of landing, it's not efficient, but if you would rather land smoother, flip like that with your arrow. Now I land on my wheels. So that's a simple way you can use that into your gameplay. And that is about it, other than flipping, which is when you drive forward, which is your R2 button to drive forward, and then you just click your left joystick is very important, because whichever way you double click, whichever way you have it pushing, when you double click your X button, it will make you flip in that direction. So forward is holding your left joystick forward, double click X, backwards, double click X, holding your joystick back, left, same thing, right, same thing, and then there's also diagonal, like so, diagonally front, diagonally back, diagonally front, diagonally back, like so. Those are flips, and they're used a lot to generate momentum or just make different hits on the ball. So say I want to move it that way. Now a defender's coming up on the right, so I'm going to move it past them, like so. And obviously this gets a lot more intense when you start using your boost at the same time to reach higher speeds. Using that flip to get fast speeds, like so, is another way to use your flip, is to get a lot more speed. So that's the basic controls of Rocket League. I hope you learned something, and yeah, that's all for this video.